Jaguar is the word of the day.
Jaguar.
Jaguar painting was the painting of the day.
What made you think of jaguars today?
You know, it was basically where my fingers on the dictionary led me, because that's what I've been doing. I've taken an old dictionary and started picking a random page and then finding a word that pops out to me. So today it was Jaguar.
Yeah.
And then also went for a little walk this morning. Did the cat litter. It's been productive. Decided to record a little wind chimes because I thought, hey, maybe this will sound cool. So I did that for a bit.
It did sound cool.
And now I'm editing a video.
Awesome.
Again, which seems to be my desire lately, to just create like a little like video recording with some audio over that.
Oh yeah.
You're working away again and like doing your junk journal swap video, or no, your
flip through. It's a flip through of the book of paper dolls that Kat sent me for birthday Christmas, and also I'm going to do a flip through of the journals May made for me that are really magical looking.
Mm-hmm. Wow. And like, yeah, that's our day so far.
Mm-hmm. We're planning Christmas gifts and putting the finishing touches on a lot of that kind of stuff.
Like, I mean, it's countdown to your birthday.
Oh, that's true.
3 days. 3 days.
Wait, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 2 days.
2 days.
You're right, I'm wrong.
Monday,
Props
Tuesday.
to you for paying more attention than me.
Yeah.
Your hair is looking super good right now. I didn't notice until just now.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, too bad
your disco ball's looking good too.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Too bad the listeners didn't get to see the little like head flip you did when I said that. That was very cute.
I'm glad you like it.
I love it.
And today I finished the obsidian wand with the ohm attached to it. It's actually a staff. Sorry.
Yeah.
Let me take that back.
How dare you call a staff a wand?
A ohm with snowflake
snowball quartz. Or snow quartz.
Snow quartz.
Snow quartz. Not and flake, not ball, just snow. Landscape jasper.
Landscape jasper.
Cool.
Oh, we were going to talk about some things like those cues.
Like those what?
The cues. There was like words that it said that
the word prompts. Yeah, you said you didn't tell me what they were. You just said you're gonna ask me about everything, and then I was like, uh-oh, I hope I know how to answer everything. You had questions for me. Could they have been about crystals and gemstones?
Beating.
Okay, yeah. Shoot. I'm pretty good at that topic.
Well, right? You decided to start beating.
Yeah.
How early?
Oh, this is what we were talking about last night when we were smoking that joint, right? Okay. So yeah, I started beating when I was in grade 5. For Christmas that year, one of the things in my stocking was this kit my mom bought for me called Geo Jewelry Kit. And it was like a little divided up plastic box, and each section had a different kind of gemstone chip bead. You know those really cheap ones you can find at the bead stores by like Strand, but they're really pretty and they are real crystals. So as a little kid, it felt so exciting. They were like amethyst, rose quartz, clear quartz, jasper, hematite. And like along with the kit was like a little pair of pliers, and then the findings to make them into earrings and like wires and stuff to hang them from.
The grade 5?
Yeah, grade 5.
Grade 5. That age. Oh,
yeah, it wasn't anything complicated, but just kind of like
10 in grade 5? Grade 9?
I think 9, I was 9 in grade 5 because with a December birthday, I was always a year younger than all the other kids.
Yeah.
But grade yeah, so 9. I guess I was like 9 years old when I started doing beaded jewelry with gemstones. And then, yeah, it was something when I lived in Vancouver, I got hired at the tarot room to read tarot cards, but sometimes there'd be like an hour or two between clients, and I felt like I needed something to do while I sat there at the tarot table, like waiting for the next customer. So I started just like collecting crystal and gemstone beads from the Vancouver bead shops, and yeah, making necklaces and bracelets and stuff while I sat there and waited. And sometimes customers would come in and instead of a reading, they'd look at what I was beading and say, like, oh, hey, how much is that? What are these crystals for? So that's when it became kind of a side hustle for me.
How old were you then?
24. 24.
So that's like good 12, 13 years after you were 9.
Yeah.
So in that whole time of growing up, I guess you would have had collected
Oh,
crystals throughout
yeah.
the years
And like
and
I
learned about jewelry.
totally,
Yeah.
I would have like made pieces here and there for myself, but not necessarily to sell until I was working at Dragon Space in the Crystal Arc. But yeah, and then I started the Etsy shop when I was 30 years old. And yeah, originally I started the shop because I felt like painting scarves. I got really into the art of silk painting. It started coming up in a lot of my Pinterest recommended feeds, like really cool artist painted silk scarves for fashion. But I thought, like, shit, it sucks that these aren't vegan because I wouldn't support the silk industry. So I started looking into alternatives that could hold paint as well as silk. And I just wound up giving up on that and instead using just like regular fabric made into scarf shape and then painting it with like fabric paints and abstract designs. And they looked really pretty, but for whatever reason, like they just didn't sell when I listed them on Etsy. And then randomly one day I came across my collection of beads and stuff that I had used to make jewelry back in my tarot reading days. And it was like, oh, maybe I should use all these up and list them in Etsy and see what happens. And overnight, every single piece sold. So it was like, okay, I guess this is what aligns the most with my path because it's successful, whereas the other thing wasn't.
Yeah, and what do you remember about the first bees that you started doing on Etsy? Like, were they a
The very first.
certain like style or like
Yeah.
which certain gemstone that you
They
were using?
were. The very, very first one was a really high grade, deep purple amethyst. Each bead cut into a different shape, and they were beads, but they were made to look like gem grade cut gemstones. So there's like an emerald cut amethyst bead, and like a round brilliant cut amethyst bead, and just like a variation of sizes and shapes. And it was part of a necklace that I had bought in Vancouver at this high end store called Enda B, and it would have been like a $300 necklace, except I got half price as the employee discount. And then on top of that, I got a spending allowance every month that I worked there for like $100 a month, and you could like save those up. So I saved up for like 2 months and got it for free. But
Wow.
that necklace broke, so I was like, okay, might as well use the beads. I made my mom a bracelet out of those beads that was her favorite of all time. And then, yeah, the one for Etsy.
I don't know. Amethyst is like a very beautiful stone once
Yes.
it's cut, and it seems like it is more common, but it's
Yeah.
at the same time like the price is kind of high these days that I've seen for
For
amethyst.
amethyst, yeah.
But it does look beautiful in
Yeah.
jewelry. Like there's something about a purple color
Yeah, it's
on.
royal. It's
Yeah,
royal.
yeah.
I would love to add a purple ring to my ring set because I've got turquoise and I've got like an indigo sort of blue, but I need like a purple and a green. Those are my other two favorite colors. Like once I've got those, I'll be set
Yeah.
color wise.
So,
These are pretty. The amethyst you made into this wand for me.
which came off the necklace that I
That
had,
you had that
it
broke,
broke.
right?
Yeah. Which
Where
I
do...
happened to pick it up because
I
I
love it.
know a lot about different crystal energies, but
Yeah.
I usually do art and take like a crystal, and actually got this one that I've really liked lately, the copper wrapped citrine tower,
Mm.
and I kind of let my imagination go with the word of the day with Jaguar. Painted my own style of a Jaguar, which I copied off this piece of paper that you gave me,
Yeah.
and I put the citrine tower right next to the paper,
Ooh.
and basically went with it and seen what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, you start to get frustrated if your brush isn't doing what you want it to do. So maybe I should like figure out a really nice brush to start using, which you actually gave me one to
Yeah.
try. Anyway, I feel like the energy of the crystal works its way into your art, and that's why
Totally.
I like to work with crystals. Wear them while I'm
Yeah.
doing things in my music too, and like when we're playing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, our
Me
talk was
too.
gonna go for 10 minutes, and it's 10 minutes.
Bye.